Hello guys, once again welcome to my channel, and today I'm reacting to one of the most trending videos. That's the video about Donald Trump, and this video is actually very amazing. For me, I find this video very amazing because it's a way I can actually get to tell people through something that was already said when Donald Trump said this. But before we start, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends. And let's spread this and get this channel moving. Thank you.
The left-wing gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse. Very simple. Here's my plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. A process that includes giving kids puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and ultimately performing surgery on minor children. Can you believe this? I will sign a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age. I will then ask Congress to permanently stop federal taxpayer dollars from being used to promote or pay for these procedures, and pass a law prohibiting child sexual mutilation in all 50 states. It'll go very quickly. I will declare that any hospital or healthcare provider that participates in the chemical or physical mutilation of minor youth will no longer meet federal health and safety standards for Medicaid and Medicare and will be terminated from the program immediately. Furthermore, I will support the creation of a private right of action for victims to sue doctors who have unforgivably performed these procedures on minor children. The Department of Justice will investigate Big Pharma and the big hospital networks to determine whether they have deliberately covered up horrific long-term side effects of sex transitions in order to get rich at the expense of vulnerable patients, in this case, very vulnerable. We will also investigate whether Big Pharma or others have illegally marketed hormones and puberty blockers which are in no way licensed or approved for this use. My Department of Education will inform states and school districts that if any teacher or school official suggests to a child that they could be trapped in the wrong body, they will be faced with severe consequences, including potential civil rights violations for sex discrimination and the elimination of federal funding. As part of our new credentialing body for teachers, we will promote positive education about the nuclear family, the roles of mothers and fathers, and celebrating rather than erasing the things that make men and women different and unique. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. The bill will also make clear that Title IX prohibits men from participating in women's sports, and we will protect the rights of parents from being forced to allow their minor child to assume a gender which is new and an identity without the parent's consent. The identity will not be new, and it will not be without parental consent. No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of in all of human history. Nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today. It was all when the radical left invented it just a few years ago. Under my leadership, this madness will end. Thank you very much.
Okay, so as I was saying, that video, if you really watched it closely, there's a part where Trump himself was saying that he's going to help to remove and abolish the law about the LGBTQ community, guys. And I found it very interesting because as a Christian, this matter has gone out of hand, and it's really getting very irritating if you look at this matter very carefully. Like most of Christians, they have to suffer like because of people who are genderly confused. Most of the women, they have to suffer because of people who are genderly confused. What am I saying when I say genderly confused? People who don't understand who they really are. Like, there is nothing as a woman to male body, and I can actually prove to you that it's not real. those trans, those lesbian, gay, those stuff. They're just there to demolish what is already there. They're just there to remove the current law. And you know, when there's a new law put, this means there's a new law removed. Guys, what is happening to the world right now is the world is going through the mud while we are looking at it. This is why most of the people right now, they don't want to go to the USA, because they don't want their children to live in a world where they have to fear. Do you understand? They don't want their children to live in the life where they have to fear most of the people. They don't want their kids to live in a world where they have to like be afraid whether when the kids go to school, because the kids have to be forced to agree into something they are not, like kids getting arrested for saying that there are two genders, of which that like 10 years ago we were being told the same thing. Nothing has changed from that. And why is the world forced to apply to something that is not real, something from people who think? I thought the government was smart enough to know that there's a difference between our thoughts and there's a difference between what we think we are. And you know, we are just creating more and more people to join this community the more we allow this law. So to my brothers in Uganda, I support you. That law is cool because you are protecting your family, protecting your culture, and you are protecting your future generations from the Western world. I can actually tell you this: the American empire is falling apart. It's falling because of this. This means there are going to be less kids. America has always been evil from its roots. If you read the history of the USA, you can see that there's nothing there. There was cannibalism. People used to eat. They used to eat other people. Then, if you read actually the history of the USA, you can see that it started these evil things that started a long time that do not apply. These things that do not apply to God, or these things that do not apply to our normal human senses. So it's nonsense to fight against them. America is a mixture of many cultures, because the person like the American, the country America, it was found even later before other countries were found. Like if you see the moment it was found by someone from that side. It's either Asia or Europe, and many Asians and Europe started moving to America. It's a mixture of many cultures, and in them, this means there are many things that are there, and they just uprooted all the cultures and they don't take them seriously. As we all know that America, it has no sense of culture. There's no sense of future or brotherhood or anything. Their main aim is trying to make it that law of LGBTQ. It was made in a political view, and I've tried to tell people a lot of times that it was made in a political view, but people, they just don't understand when I say this. It was made in a political view. The president made this issue in a political view, and I know this video might just get banned, so you better watch it. So what I want to tell you is, you don't have to be forced to apply into something that is not within your culture. The country, there's a president. Yes, he's the president, but he's not the president of my house. He's not the president of my family. I live by my own rules, and I live the way I want to. So you don't be afraid by anyone. Don't let anyone give you fear of what you must do, what you must not do in your family. Don't let anyone tell you the do's and don'ts, because you know what? Because these things, they need wisdom, and if you don't have wisdom to handle your family, you are going to take your kids into the wrong world. We have many parents, many foolish parents that I see holding that stupid flag, and I'm gonna say it. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, and it's foolish. Totally nonsense. I don't care what anyone thinks about it. I have my right to opinion. So what I'm gonna tell you is this: I see people moving with the flag. For what? Which flag? For what? What are they trying to really prove there when they move with the foolish flag of the Pride Month? What is it representing? What are they trying to show? People, it's getting more and more irritating seeing those people moving around. Men seducing other men, women seducing other women, and these trans having to fight like things like we want to be part of this sport. We want to be part of this sport. It's not what we want. It's like trans women, trans men, all of them, they cannot be put in any sport. They must just be put in their own category. If they want them, put them in their own sport. But please, put them in their own sport, because if they say they're trans women, they want to play now for a men's sport. Like, trans women must play for female sports. That's nonsense, because they don't really suit into the community. They don't really suit into the normal people. Those people, they need a psychologist. They need more than a psychologist. They need real background of help, and they just don't see that. When we talk about this LGBTQ issue, it keeps on escalating due to what people want to make it, due to what people want to show to each other. If we take this issue as one of the small issues and then uproot it from our family, throw it away, I'm telling you, it's going to be good for all of us. And I just want you to share this video to your friends. If you love any of your friends, any of your relatives, just share this video, share the link, and guys, help us to get just like 1,000 subscribers just by the end of this month. We need to get more outreach with these videos, because we cannot be stopped. They cannot stop us. They cannot silence what is in us. They cannot stop us from reaching our goal. We need to be heard. And thank you, guys. Thank you. And I know you have subscribed. Thank you. Please wait for my next video dropping daily. Thank you.